Hetep. Hetep is peace, is the Kemetic greeting. But it doesn't mean just any peace. It means a peace in the middle of adversity, no matter what that adversity is. So we say Hetep, and this is the symbol for it. A diamond stuck in granite. Okay, immovable. Peace in the mind and peace in the heart. Today is November 9th, 2014. Today is my birthday. Today is 1 year ago. Today I left New York City to come here to California. And now today I've decided informally on this tape to found my temple, which is called Per Neter Kemet, okay, which is ancient Egypt, Nubian Egypt, not the Egypt of the Greeks, okay. So our temple is based on the spirituality of those days, our original African Kemetic spirituality, which is called the Tree of Life. But I'll get into all that on later tapes. On this one, I'm just basically making an informal statement that I'm founding my church. We have to call it a church by USRIS rules, but it's actually a temple. And the difference is, a temple, you learn things. In a temple, you learn how to be a spiritual being. In a church, you just go listen to a preacher and hope and pray and believe. Okay, but again, we'll get into all that later. So as you can see, I'm on the beach, so there may be disturbances and all that good stuff. But anyway, I just wanted to make this informal statement today. And now I'm going to do a little ritual to start my temple. Per Neter Kemet. Hetep. First part of the ritual, I will make a circle around the pyramid, and this is to set up what's called a columnar wave. It will look like DNA coming out of the tip of the pyramid, which will reach up, and it will connect me with the universe, if you will. But the pyramid is also used for interstellar communications with the ancestors. But later, again, we'll get into all that later. Okay, so as I walked around the pyramid and made a circle in the sand, I shut off myself from the rest of the world, from the energies of the rest of the world. And like I said, also set up a columnar wave from the pyramid out into space, out into the universe. Next, I'm going to make a sphere around myself in the circle, which would basically set up my own universe. Just had to make sure. Next, I will use mudras, hand positions, to summon up the deities. We'll explain what deities are. They're not gods like they're translated them to be. To summon up the deities, which are the forces of nature. Start out as Geb. Geb is the deity of earth. Or Geb is the earth, a living being. But it's the physical realm. And we must move up ladder. So the first stage of spirituality is Uset. Wake up. Uset is the beginning, is the seat of spirituality. Head in the mind, head tapped in the heart. Next, we must give the left brain, the brain that's always talking, the chatter. You must task that brain, because you're not going to stop the words, but you must give it a task, which they call a chant or mantra. Hand formation is closing it off. And the deity of the left brain is Sebek. deity Het Haru. Het Haru is the imagination, the right side, visual side of the brain. Next is Haru. Haru is not the sun god. There's no such thing. Haru is the will, the free will. We'll go more into all this later. Next is Haru Kahuti. Haru Kahuti is the form Haru fought Set in for the throne of ancient Egypt, Kemet. Next is Ma'at. Ma'at is law and order, or the balance between the two. Whereas Haru Kahute is justice, Ma'at is the balance of justice and universal law. Next is Sekir. Sekir is the spiritual power to do. It is the structure, the framework of all that is, the underlying chi. Next is Tehuti. Tehuti is the deity of wisdom. And Tehuti is where we get the Medu Neter from, or the words divine, the words of God. This is the oracle of Per Neter Kemet, Magi order of the Mound. Next is Usar. Usar is your, or our, all, everyone's internal God. It is the part of you that is God. It is the part of you you must turn your identity back to, not to the physical being, but to the God part of you. On the temple in ancient Egypt, it says, know thyself. Not believe in something else outside of this self. Now Usar unites all the functions I've just stated, all the faculties of your soul, and unites them into one, where you come back into the physical body, the Ka'bah, and become Usar on earth, God on earth. As God on earth, we send peace out to the rest of the world. This peace is our power. Lastly is Amen. Your religions end your prayers and things in Amen or Amin or Amun. This is the hidden. This is the undifferentiated matter, energy matter, that forms everything in the universe, but it has no form. It is like the clay that makes everything, every shape. Thus, this is the meditative state. And now I will go into meditation.
That shit made me